My first experience with community was when I actually came first to Orville, when I've been introduced to the real spirit, this dedication of life for improvement of humanity. And that was done in the forest. Afterwards, I moved to another community on the beach where I completely lost this feeling of community, where people didn't know each other. And then finally, I got the beautiful project called Mira Youth Camp on the beach. Volunteers making their own community, doing it by volunteers, for volunteers. We were planning on making a revolution coming from the beach as a tsunami of volunteers. And that was really a feeling of community, like living all together, doing everything together, and trying to grow together. That was one of the most beautiful experiences I had in my life.
I have quite a diverse experience of community living. For more than 2 years, I travelled the world, filming different eco-villages and communities, and experiencing different ways of living in harmony with people and with nature.
I was born in a community of integral yoga in Italy for 20 years of my life. When I was growing up, the mother and the Aurobindo was around me, and during this time I visit Auroville and Ashram in India many times.
My background regarding community life is living 1.5 years in an ashram near the Ganga River, being part of the administration staff of a Vaishnava ashram in South America, also living 1 full year in MDJ community Auroville with 3 different groups, and finally being volunteer in Sadhana Forest.
My first experience in that domain was with Aboriginal people in Australia, who welcomed me and taught me how to live with them in a different world. Then I've been looking for a place to root myself and to find myself again in this community life experience. All through Europe I traveled for 6 months. This is what led me until here in Orville.
I lived in a community following the teachings of Sri Aurobindo and Mother with 30 persons.
My first experience in Auroville was in Solitude Farm as a volunteer. I lived there as a community, and then again in La Maison des Jeunes in 2015, and now in La Maison des Jeunes in 2017.
Joy because I would like to create something where I can feel integral, having this experiment on all the different aspects of my life, and having joy as an opportunity to grow with people, with Orville and in Orville. I see no other way than doing it from scratch. I sincerely feel that it can revive the spirit of the pioneers. The pioneers who came here without anything, without even a question of money. They were just building themselves. Whatever they needed, they would do it, they would make it themselves, and they would all work together. They would have this common kitchen, they would have these common spaces, they will live in a community together.
I believe in the value of community because I think living in the community, it's a natural fact. It's a human need.
All the aspects of what I'm looking for to evolve are manifesting through this project. And also the do-it-yourself aspect, which brings us back to something very down to earth, very natural. I hope we can find harmony in nature as Aboriginal people would.
Joy makes sense to me because it's an environmentally and spiritually friendly project, and I'm naturally attracted to both environmental conservation, I studied that in university, and both also to spirituality.
I really love the fact that Joy is located in Orville. We have the help and the wisdom of the 50 years of Aurovillian experience. We can bring together all the solutions Auroville has found into one spot. For me, Joy is a place where I can also bring the insights I've learned from my travels and the other communities, and it's a place where I can live and be the change I want to be.
My passion is designing and building synergic vegetable garden and edible garden and food forest. using the basic of permaculture and organic agriculture.
I felt immediately connected to Joy Project because it corresponds in all and every aspects to the way I want to live my life, and because for me there is no other way.
I feel very nice, very safe, and everything is possible, you know. I feel like in the family. This is the part it I feel, you know. It is because when I am with you, it's like safe. It's everything. It's possible, and I don't need to do some effort to speak or to, you know. I'm just I am. It's very nice. I have, but I feel love for you, you know? And yes, this is what I feel.